guys, welcome back to our channel.
Or welcome if you're new here.
In today's video, we are putting to the test some products that are on TV, on commercials, and so we thought we would just kind of see if they work the way that the commercials seem to show that they work. Yeah. So the first thing that we're going to test is the Dove Intensive Repair Shampoo. So in the commercial, they dip the rose into a Dove solution of the shampoo and into just water because it says without the Dove shampoo. So we each have a rose, a pretty rose, and I really feel terrible about doing this to the rose. Sorry, rose. What we're gonna do is we're gonna dip the rose into our solution. We're gonna leave it in there for just a little bit.
And this is just water.
It's just water. So that y'all can kind of see what's going on.
You can still see my rose.
Yeah, you can't hardly see mine. What this is supposed to do, what they say that it will do is when you use the Dove shampoo, basically it coats your hair and it keeps your hair from getting about 90% of the environmental damages that occur throughout the day. And so it's less damaging, leaves your hair less dry, things like that. So we're going to test this out. We don't have two blow dryers that are exactly the same, and so I want this to be exactly the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the same blow dryer on both roses at different times because I'm afraid that if I mean we've got a couple of hair dryers. I'm afraid that if I do one hair dryer on one rose and another hair dryer on another rose, that the heat may be different, or the ions may be different, or something like that. So we're going to use the same blow dryer. So we are picking up the rose in the water, and we're just going to kind of like let it drain most of the water out of it. All right, and so beautiful rose, a little dewy. So Elizabeth is going to dry this rose with her hair dryer, and we're gonna see, we're setting a 5-minute timer, so this is gonna be lapsed time. So go ahead and start the dryer and let's see what happens.
A few moments later.
Alright, so that was 5 minutes on this rose. I do feel like there is like a little bit of a color change. Not
and it's definitely
much.
Opened up.
Yeah, it's
because
definitely opened up a lot because,
yeah,
you know, blowing air at it, you know.
Yeah.
It's a little wilted. Like the tips of it have kind of gone a little
yeah, they're not as smooth as they were. So anyway, so that's our
just the water.
Just the water. So now we're going to, I've taken this rose out of the Dove water, and now we're going to blow dry it for 5 minutes.
One eternity later.
So here's the rose that was in the Dove solution. It still feels really soft.
It looks a little like oily in a way.
It does look a little bit
this
oily.
one is like dry. This one still looks wet and like, I don't know, but it does feel nice. I will say
it
that.
does
So
feel really nice.
maybe that means that it would just leave like those oils behind in your hair. I don't know.
Well, like,
like
moisturizing
yeah.
is what I'm thinking, because you can see how shiny that it is.
Right.
And this one is a little dull.
Mm-hmm.
We did it for the same exact amount of time.
5 minutes on each.
And the one that doesn't have the Dove on it opened up more.
Yeah.
And it does have some tips that look like they're a little bit dry, whereas the ones on this rose do not.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, I mean, they probably time-lapsed longer than what we did. We did 5 minutes on each rose, and they were pretty much identical roses. Now they're not so much. So
yeah.
Anyway, so I'm gonna say that does pretty well.
Yeah. Now,
that,
whether
so-
it does, we might need to test it, like in a future video against a kind of generic-y
Maybe.
brand to see how well it would do versus
With something else on it.
you know,
Yeah.
versus just water.
Right. So anyway, there's that.
All right, next thing we're gonna do is the deodorant spray. So you've seen the commercial where they get a bunch of women to spray some clothes and they're hesitant. They're like, no, like I don't want to ruin it. I'm excited
I'm very hesitant.
because it's her clothes, so I'm excited to spray some deodorant on her clothes. So,
I had searched like long and hard for just a classic black long tunic short dress that I could wear leggings under. And so I got an MG top, a tunic, and so that's what we're gonna test it out on. I'm a little bit
excited.
worried.
It's not my clothes, so
So there's my top, and it's just black.
plain black. Yep.
So anyway, so I'm gonna kind of like hide back here, and she's gonna spray.
I don't know if you're supposed to shake it, but I feel like
Yeah, I
you
think
should.
any aerosol
It
you're
just says
supposed to
directions
spray.
apply to underarms only, so it doesn't say to shake it.
So
So
why don't we kind of do it under the arm?
no.
Okay,
come
okay,
on.
let's just spray
Let's just
the whole thing.
Spray it all over.
I'm scared.
There's nothing. No color. Nothing.
Awesome. Spray a little
So-
bit more intense.
That is showing up a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. But who's gonna do that?
Yeah,
But actually,
it wipes down pretty nicely.
it's gone. Yeah, I don't see any white at all.
It smells nice.
It does smell good.
Sheer fresh. Oh, it does
So-
smell so fresh.
It passed the test! Yay! Because, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was
I
excited
love
to do that.
this. It's super cute. It's just a simple long tunic. Love it, love it, love it. So, I'm glad it didn't mess it up. So, next, this is the last thing we're gonna do, but it again is a Dove product. We are putting the Dove bar to the test against another soap. So what we're gonna do basically is to rub this on to an acrylic background. Then we'll rinse those off and see if there's any film that's left on there. All right, so we're just basically just rubbing that all over.
And it's not supposed to like leave any residue. I feel like this is gonna leave residue.
Okay, so I've got stuff just caked all over this.
And same.
Yours looks darker. Maybe I need to go add it a little bit darker. Okay, so here we have the other. I put a piece of tape on it with Dove on one and Other on the other because I didn't want to get them confused when we go into rinse them off. So I'm gonna go rinse these off real quick and we'll be back. We're back, and I'm a little confused. This is the Other, and I didn't want to dry it off.
Yeah.
Because I wanted it to just be, we rinsed it the same amount of time and just ran water over it. We did not wipe it, anything like that. So I just wanted you to see. Okay, and then there's the Dove.
This is the Dove. I didn't, I rinsed them both off and I just ran them under the water. I didn't scrub it off or anything. Just rinsed, and it's left with a lot.
And this is left with none.
Okay. I was just gonna feel if there was anything
clean.
left, and it's clean.
It's
all of
clean.
it's gone. But this is
So
clearly
I'm gonna
not.
show you what the Other was. Ivory. So, I mean, you could do your own experiment. Basically, this is just CD cases. And I'm telling you, this one is crystal clear except for the little water droplets on it. So, this one is still gunky. I don't know.
I'd say that this is the only one. I feel like the rose, I feel
The
like
shampoo,
that,
I think that was great.
yeah.
The antiperspirant was
That works,
phenomenal
for
because I was really scared I was gonna wind up losing a shirt. But this, see for yourselves. So anyway, that was kind of fun, kind of testing out to see kind of how things work based on what you see in the commercials.
All right, before we go, I just want to quickly remind you that we do have a current giveaway going on, so we'll have that linked down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you're notified each and every time we upload.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're Glam and Glamour on all of those. Until our next video.
Bye!